Oh, hello. I am back for more licensed video game shenanigans in my ongoing series called Hey, I Was There, because I was there. And in this case, the there I'm talking about is the development and release of a game called Fight Club, released in 2004, based on the movie, which was based on a book by Chuck Palahniuk, and the movie was from 1999. And somebody somewhere decided we can make a buck if we flip a game with this license. So they made a Fight Club video game, and I worked on it. I was on the test team, and it was the second game I ever worked on as a tester. So it's one of my early ones. Not surprisingly, I don't have too many memories, but there are a few distinct things to call out about the making of this game that I remember anyway. So yeah, let's just kind of get the visual going here, and we can talk along. Yeah, so I am playing emulated, just so you know. It's not on original hardware. I have to make a save file. Let's do that. A virtual save file for a virtually emulated game. Regency, I guess they're the license holder for the movie, which is what this is based on. It's not based on the book at all. Vivendi Universal Games, we'll see their logo in a bit. That was my employer. Rated M? Yes, very much. Rated M. It has language, it has violence. Yeah, there's my employer, Vivendi Universal Games. They were based in Culver City, California, and that's where I worked when I was in the LA area. Genuine Games, the developer of this game, what I remember about them is having conversations when I worked on this game about this studio was set up in like Orange County or something, south of LA. They were set up, and their only order of business was make a game for Fight Club. The way I remember it was they were created just to develop this game. And then after this, the only other game they made was 50 Cent Bulletproof, also published by Vivendi Games, and also a failure. I will just say that now. Fight Club has a Metascore of 36 on Metacritic, a 4.5 user score. That 50 Cent game was similarly bad. And that means that Genuine Games was created just to make these two bad games, or unsuccessful games, and then he went away. That was the end of Genuine Games.
First rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club.
This is just some attract mode stuff. We can let it play. But yeah, this developer just, I don't know. I was not on the development team. I was only in QA, so I cannot speak to what went right or wrong in the development of this game, but it didn't work. It didn't work. Maybe it starts with the licenses they have, but no, like the gameplay, you can tell there was a genuine effort to make this stuff good and appealing and engaging, but yeah, it just didn't pan out, man. There were some cut corners, I'll say that. We'll see that as we go along. Some of the cutscenes are going to look weird because I have brightened the screen. And that's a problem I've had to deal with several games of the early aughts. I don't know what was going on at that time, but so many games were just developed with darkness in mind. They're visually dark games. The lighting in gameplay, in cutscenes, is just very, very dark. And for this game, this playthrough, I just said, you know what, I'm going to crank up the brightness, the gamma, here in the footage as I capture it. So if you notice it looking a little, even more, I guess, just looking not great, especially not great and glitchy, it's because of that. I up to the brightness, because it's too dark. And some of my other playthroughs, I really regretted keeping them as dark as I did, because you can't see a damn thing. And because alright, so that was enough attract mode stuff. So here we go, we're in the game. It's a fighting game, in case you can tell already. I will tell you right now, we're going to go into options so that the attract mode doesn't keep repeating, but this game, Fight Club, at least according to Wikipedia, actually they have a really good summary of what this game is. This game takes reused strikes from Tekken 4, localized damage from Tao Fang Fist of the Lotus, wall throws and height zone specific counters from Dead or Alive 3, environmental usage from Mortal Kombat Deception, overall realism of games like Def Jam, Fight for New York. There you go. So they just call out all these games that this game rips off, essentially, which, hey, that's what you do in games. You copy what works from other games, so I don't blame anyone for that. And then the Wikipedia article also points out that yes, something else I've noticed in my other playthroughs of games from the early aughts is there was a general leaning toward gritty urban environments as your backgrounds, as your backdrops and your environments. Recent games I played that were like this were Buffy from 2002, Mark Echo's Getting Up from 2006, all of the GTA games, right? Like gritty urban settings was just the thing at the time, probably because of GTA 3. I think that's what kind of kicked it off in earnest. And this game is like that. Again, this game is also based on Fight Club, which itself, actually, yeah, the gritty urban stuff comes from the 90s. What am I saying? The 90s was rife with like urban decay. It was such a big thing in so many movies, including Fight Club. So everything's just riffing off of this art design that goes further back than the time of this game's release. So yeah, so there's some details about the game. We've been sitting in this menu because I didn't want to go to attract mode. But now let's go ahead and start the story mode. That's where I'm going to begin. Yep, we're going to start a new story. Yeah, you can choose your fighting style because there are only 3 characters in this game. Essentially, there's a brawler character, a grappler, and a martial artist character, and they take these 3 character types and apply them to different skins, and then they call that your character roster. Like they just like took different models, applied one of these 3 basic fighting types, and that's it. So yeah, just know that I'm going to be playing as the brawler. Why not? Let's name the character. I don't know. Bro. I know. There you go. I am bra. Like, hey, bruh. I'm your bruh. I'm done. What was it? I thought I selected done. There it is. We got some of that sweet pre-rendered CG cutscene, which, again, a big element of the early aughts was them thinking like, you know, our models are not good enough yet. We're going to pay someone to make a nice looking pre-rendered thing. And they should have paid them more to do more of these, because you only see this level of animation in this intro, and then in the ending of the game.
Hey,
and in between,
Tyler?
it's rough.
Yeah, first time.
Yeah, so this intro kind of shows off the game's...
First night here, you gotta fight. Your turn, newbie.
Oh shit!
all of that brings instant memories to me. Those lines, I heard them so much during testing that I couldn't recall them to you, from nothing. But playing the game definitely brings these back to mind. Like, your turn, newbie. I must have heard that I don't know how many times during testing. All right, here we go. Let's. So yeah, it's a 3D fighting game, like many of the time, right? It has depth to it because you can move around in the space. Let's go ahead and beat up this dude who I think is from the movie. I vaguely recall this Ricky guy. Like that. The only way they could fill out a roster of characters. Ooh, he's grappling me a lot, so I'm gonna grapple him. Yeah, the only way they could fill out a roster of characters was to pull in a lot of the nobodies from the movie, like just people who were on the sidelines. They had one scene and they were like, that guy, why not? Bam. So this game has, that's one of the key features of the game, is these bone breaker moves when you finish. Oh, that didn't finish him off. But now he lost an arm. That's one of the cool things, I guess, about that is. And now I'm just gonna crack his skull. That didn't finish him off. Wow. Oh, I'm trying to do another grapple. He won't let me. He's trying to heal himself up. Stop it. But yeah, that's one of the key features of the game. And probably the only key feature. In terms of like what is unique about this game and what makes it stand out, it's really just that. Those bone breaker moves, that X-ray effect, and you zoom in. That's it.
You okay?
Fine. You're asking about Tyler Durden.
And now we get
I'll tell you what you need to know.
Now we get these like slideshow cutscenes with VO over them. That's going to be the whole story mode. They just didn't have money or time for good cutscenes.
Here? Are you a fan?
I came to fight.
Shit. Who told you to come here?
A guy in a bar. He mentioned Fight Club. He mentioned Tyler Durden.
Rule 1, don't talk about Fight Club.
Rule number 4. Only 2 guys to a fight. Okay. Let's see what you got.
Here's somebody else they pulled in who did not fight in the movie, the bar owner guy. And it's just like, whatever, throw him in. This Wolverine-looking dude. Props to the artists. I will give the environment artists and the character artists their due. Because I think if anyone saved this game and made it decent in any way, it was them. It was the artists who did good work with the environments and like the characters who look fine, I guess. For 2004 3D, I feel like they're pretty good. Oh, I'm gonna have to grapple this guy too. Yeah, that's the... Yeah, with the gameplay, at least for the, when you're playing against the AI, they will ultimately just succumb to a lot of easy grapples. But another thing you can do for easy wins is you go in... Ooh, got me. Hold on, I was trying to show you. You go in, you do a combo, you back up. Go in, do a combo, you back up. You go in, do a combo, you back up. You back up because they always have a counter move or a sweep or something. So you just want to dodge that. Oh. But the grapples are a little more safe. So let's keep grappling this guy to lower his health. Now he's in the danger zone, so we're going to break something. No, not that. Come on, man. I said break. Break something. There it is. Break a leg. Break, break, break. And there you go. If you want to fight the AI, there's 2 easy maneuvers. Is you go in, you pull off a combo, and you back away. Or you just repeatedly grapple them, and that'll win you the fight.
I'm fucking done.
I came to be a part of something.
You want to be a part of something? You get your papers straight. Tyler does his business there. Now buy me a goddamn beer.
You know, I should note, I did not... I'd completely forgotten how to pull off those Bonebreaker moves. When I was initially playing, before the recording, I was just like, how the hell do you do this?
Irvin told me a comment.
And I finally just had to look it up online. And there's no walk... Oh.
Fuck off, pretty boy.
Even if I did know where he was, I couldn't tell you.
Then give him this message for me. Fuck you.
I can remember that.
And fuck you too, pretty boy.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking for Tyler Durden. I want to join the club.
Yeah, fuck off. We're not taking applications from losers. Beat it.
Hey, don't worry about that. Just stick it out. Hang tough. He's testing you. I'm Bob.
Hi, Bob.
It's, testicular cancer.
Cancer gives you those.
The drugs did. So, you're looking for Tyler. These guys are not gonna trust you until you fight.
I can fight.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, Bob. Yeah, so... well, I'll finish my thought about the Bone Breakers, which is just that I forgot how to do them. And I had to look it up online. There's no walkthroughs or guides or any move lists, but one person on supercheats.com did actually write out how to do it. So thank you, Iron Maiden Rule, for that. Yeah, Bob, I remember one of the things we had to do as part of testing is we had to sit there with our printout of moves, or like our move lists, and perform every single character's move against every single character model in the game, including Bob here. And the problem with Bob was he's a grappler, which means he brings you in close, and as you can see, his model is protrudes a little bit. So he just has a lot of heavy clipping associated with the character, like you know, which is going to happen. Right? You can't account for like the physics of like a protruding chest like that. So whenever he goes in for a grapple and pulls you in close, you just clip right through his chest, which has a surprising level of physics applied to it. I'm sure that was a technical feat for them. But somebody somewhere thought, like, no, it's essential to have breast physics on Bob. So they put that in. Yeah, that's like my strong memory of testing this game, is the fact that we had to sit there with stacks of paper, which are just printouts of move lists, and perform every single move against every single character, either with the AI or with a coworker.
Tyler, I want to meet you when he gets back from Seattle
And that was
with
process.
the shipment.
Seattle.
Thanks.
Whoops. You aren't supposed to know that.
Oh, and I should say, we were doing that kind of stuff at night because I was in the night shift.
I want to thank all you guys, all right? Because you guys did a great job of getting the vans together. Tyler would be proud of you. Project Mayhem could not come together without your help. So now I got 3 kegs of good beer, and it's on me.
The old mafia guy, that's how far they have to reach.
What are you doing here?
I came
For
to
a
help
character.
with the shipment.
You're from L.A. What do you say we get to know each other a little better?
He does fight in the movie, but he really just beats up on Tyler, who lets him beat him up. It's not like an actual fight between them. But yes, this is someone else who exists in the movie, and is now in the game as a playable character. But yes, that's another. In addition to the memory of the move lists and clipping through Bob, the only other real memory I have is the fact that I was on the night shift. So it was like 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. or whatever, and just not going nuts, but like going through a lot of like strange work scenarios in the middle of the night. And that's what this was. Having conversations about like the philosophy of Fight Club, for example, us very much doubting like that this is a license that should have been a video game. Like, so us as the QA team wondering like, who the hell thought this is a good idea? I mean, it paid our bills, so whatever. You do what you got to do. But yeah, it was like a lot of. It was not like Day Shift, I'll tell you that. It was a lot more permissive of people like lounging, like we would hang back with our feet up on the table, which during Day Shift of that Day Shift wouldn't have allowed that. Somebody would walk around and say, "Hey, get your feet off the table, man. We have to look professional here." But during Night Shift, it was like nobody cared. You could take it easy.
Do you know me now?
Shipment's gone. Tyler's halfway to San Francisco by now.
Thanks. I better take off.
I think that voice was Sully from Uncharted, like the video game Uncharted. I'm almost positive that's who that voice actor was. Which makes sense, because again, some of the actors reprise their roles, but mostly not.
I'm looking for Tyler.
I don't know any Tyler. And I definitely don't know you.
Don't give me that shit.
That's the
There's
mechanic
6
who
vans over there for
is the
Project
original
Mayhem.
We
voice.
aren't here for the project now. We're here to fight. You want to fight? Stick around.
Then let's fight.
Yeah, the mechanic here is one of the 4 actors that they were able to bring back in. You can see on the box up there, I didn't touch on this earlier, but there was an online mode in this game. You could play against people online. I completely forget how it works or how we tested it or what that involved, but what we all know is that PS2 Online was not great. It was a very rough experience because each developer had to come up with their own online solution. It was not like Xbox Live. So there was an Xbox version of this, which I imagine would have had nicer online play, but for PS2, I don't really have any memories of testing it, but I'm sure it couldn't have been great. Oof, mechanic, he's a grappler. He's definitely grappling the heck out of me, so let's do that to him. Well, the Brawler's version of grappling, obviously. I won't be pulling off any wrestling moves. Let's go ahead and refill some health here via the taunt. Oh, dude, chill. Come on, mechanic. There we go. My go-to grapple there. Which, I'm sure it's not visual. It's not interesting to watch someone do the same thing over and over in a playthrough, but sometimes, just to finish the game, you gotta do it. Yeah, mechanic. Yeah, this is the story mode. I'm playing on normal difficulty, I should say. But like I said, I already explained earlier about those easy wins you can get in this game, and I will be abusing the hell out of it.
Said you could fight. You better hurry back. Tyler needs you back at the house. He wants to meet you.
Yeah, interesting story too. It's just this guy trying to find Tyler. He's not satisfied with just joining the club. He's like, no, I gotta talk to the boss. I gotta see the big cheese.
Hello?
wonder. I don't recall ever seeing these cutscenes animated, so I think they were always placeholders, and then they settled on this slideshow approach.
You stole my spot in Seattle. I earned that spot.
That's supposed to be Jared Leto. Not actually, obviously, but that is the character played by Jared Leto in the movie, who gets his face turned into hamburger eventually. That's his character's whole thing. He's like an attractive man who the protagonist decides to beat up, so he's no longer attractive, and that's it. I guess his other role really is to make the protagonist jealous, and that's why he beats him up and turns his face into hamburger, like I'm doing now, sort of. Yeah, there's no face breaker, but there is a neck breaker. Maybe I can pull it off. We'll see. If I can remember how to do it, we'll see. Oh, we're almost there. All right, this is it, and go, go, go. That's it. Broke his neck and drowned him. Right now, he's drowning. Also, I don't think those taunts at the end of each fight ever had voice. They were always awkward like that, where they're just clearly meant to have a voice, but they didn't do it.
Oh, god damn! A molar!
A molar!
You really do belong on the project. I want to meet Tyler. I mean, the man's like a ghost. And what the hell is Project Mayhem?
Don't talk about the project. Is he testing me? What, is this a test? Shit.
Right.
That face. What?
What do you know about Project Mayhem?
I've been too busy trying to find Tyler Durden to find anything out.
Why are you here? I mean, really, why?
I had nothing. I was nothing before Fight Club.
Yeah, touching on the
Thanks.
fact.
I don't have any more money.
Looks like you could use it.
The bitch actually ran off with another woman.
Women. Can't live with them? Pass the beer nuts.
Thanks for the drink, pal.
Don't mention it. Look, bud. You can kill yourself if you want. Just not in my bar. Listen. Not too long ago, I was gonna jump off of an overpass. But I found something.
Oh, fuck. Jesus, freak.
No. Better than Jesus. Trust me. Go to Lou's bar on Saturday night. Ask for Tyler Durden. If you still want to blow your brains out after that, I'm not gonna stop you.
Oh,
Good old
Christ,
flashback.
cry me a river. Now what, you're whole again? I was with Tyler from the beginning. We started this whole ball of shit before it started rolling downhill. Now he's got clubs in San Francisco, New York, and now I think he's in Chicago. You think these people can help you? These people? He's gone insane. All of them.
I need to find that for myself.
I got a flight to catch.
You'll notice that every character in this game is either shirtless, they wear a tank top, or they wear a black turtleneck. There it is, all three.
Oh yeah? Who's asking?
I'm new in town.
Okay. You got to fight. First time you fight. Rule 8.
Raymond, another rando from the movie who has like a scene, and now he's a full-fledged playable character. But yeah, Fight Club, the concept as a video game, like I was saying, we were having these discussions on the QA team of like, this should not be a video game. Anyone who tries to make this into a video game does not understand the point of that story. But then that's the story of Fight Club, is that so many people missed the point. Which is not that you should start a Fight Club and that's cool, but that all these disenfranchised dudes who have expectations about like what society owes them they're just like all lost boys, man. I guess we're all, because I'm part of that generation, really. But I don't go around joining fight clubs, doing terrorism. Oh, okay, he's neck chopping me a lot. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna need some health. No, don't do it, Raymond. Oh, wow. I might lose this fight. In fact, yes, I will almost certainly lose the fight. There we go. Maybe not. Now we just have to break something, and we're done. Boo, boo, boo. But yeah, they missed the whole point of Fight Club. It was a commentary on, like, again, all these dudes who, like, are like, oh, I was owed the perfect spouse, and the perfect kids, and the perfect life, and the perfect everything, and all the money, and they don't get it, like the boomer generation did. So they automatically think like, oh, well,
Okay.
something's wrong when I didn't get what I want.
Okay. Now, we find out if you follow instruction, okay? You get to Miami, go here, talk to the bartender with the metal sticks in his head. If you fail, don't come back. Welcome to Project Mayhem.
That's nice of them, though. It's like, welcome to our terrorist organization. If you fail, that's cool. You can leave. You know, get out of here. We don't want you. But you can have all this knowledge about what we're up to, and then you can just go away.
Hey, I know you. I'm glad you didn't shoot yourself. You here for the test?
I want to have a part in it. I'll do whatever's necessary.
That guy. He had a deal with Tyler. He broke it. You break his arm. That's Tyler's code. Broken deal, broken arm. You do this, you'll get a big assignment.
Yeah, so this fight, this is the one point in the game where I think many players probably do what I had to do, where they realize like, oh wait, I have, because he said broken arm. You're actually required to break this character's arm. If you win without doing that, then you lose. You don't get to complete. You have to repeat the fight. And yeah, like as a it's not required to do that. Like you can button your mash your way through a lot of these fights. So at this point where they require you to do a bone breaker move, it's like, what? You want me to do it? The thing? How do you do it? Which is not in the manual. The manual which I looked through is surprisingly light on any useful information. So you're meant to just kind of figure out all these moves by yourself, but not that it's hard. Alright, broken arm, let's go. And... Nope, no, stop. Go, do it. I grabbed something. I'm touching him. Ooh. This guy's doing a pretty good job of beating me up. I guess I could be blocking, but again, I don't want to. He countered my grapple. How dare you? Sir, calm down. Thank you. Bop, bop, bop. I like how they show the heart inside of the body. It's all skeleton in that X-ray view, except for that heart sitting in there. Oh, he looks so sad.
A deal's a deal. Don't forget it.
Ouch, that's kind of smart. You ready for your big assignment? There's a club in Atlanta, a bunch of newbies. We need someone to go down there and show them how it's supposed to be done. You do, you'll get to meet Tyler.
You also notice that everyone's barefoot in this game. They're wearing one of those 3 shirts I talked about, or they're shirtless. Again, turtleneck, tank top, shirtless, and they're all barefoot. Because they're using, like,
For the moment, I'm the guy who runs
one
this
model
club.
with
I was
a
sent
bunch
to
of
clean
different
up
heads
this
on it,
mess.
basically.
That, I'm in charge here, boy.
Not anymore, dickhead.
Whoa. Yeah, now we're just fighting randos who are not in the movie at all, or in the story. But they're like, we need another match or 2 for the story mode, so let's go ahead and do this. Even though I brightened the screen, you can see how, like, I don't know, how washed out and dark it looks, even like this. Yeah, again, I don't know what devs were thinking back at the time. It just seemed like everyone thought like it should be grim and gray and brown and dirty. And that's what video games are now. Alright, buddy. Let's start doing some grapples here to knock you out. Also, I think that's Ricky's face with some hair on it. Ricky from the first fight. I know there's a character creator. Maybe we'll poke at that later. We'll see. For this time. Chill, man. Oh, tapping out. Yeah, the tap out as an option, I think it's really only useful in survival mode, where you can have your arm broken and still win, and then that broken arm's going to carry forward to the next bunch of matches. Look at this slideshow ass cuts. Oh my god.
Enough said.
Enough said. Yeah, so that's an interesting element too, is all those broken body parts carry forward in certain modes. So you can tap out, I guess, if you don't want to have more broken, but I don't know. I mean, I don't mind. If they want to quit early before I have to finish them off, that's fine.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Not everything is for you to know.
Fuck that! I'm the boss around here.
Okay.
I'm the boss around here. Yeah. Actually, that really speaks to the Fight Club, I think. The concept of it. It's like all of these entitled people, guys, who think they're owed something. I guess anarchists might be into what they're putting down in this thing. It's like, yeah, blow up all the companies. They just ruin our lives. Let's reset everyone's credit card score, because that would bring down all of the financial institutions. But I don't know. That seems a little too organized for anarchists. All right, come here, bro. Oh, everyone's tapping out. Yeah, Angel Face, again, in the movie, gets his face punched into hamburger. Poor Jared Leto, but not in this game.
Are we settled?
I'm his right hand.
Bullshit. You don't see it. This isn't about you or me or any of these guys. It's about the project. Project. We're doing it for Tyler Durden. We're changing everything. Now let's get this thing done.
What project? Nobody has actually said what the project is yet. You would only know if you watched the movie.
Hey, long time no see.
What are you doing here?
Carrying out my assignment.
Your assignment? You're with Tyler. Tyler's fucking nuts.
Shut the fuck up, you little fucking pansy.
Tyler's the only sane person on the planet.
Yeah. I was there when we made that shit up. Me and Tyler. Tyler and me. Don't you see it? We're the
Don't you go telling. Don't you say it.
I'll tell anyone I goddamn want to.
He doesn't know. He has no idea. You really have no idea.
That was a pretty good Brad Pitt impression there.
No,
some of the lines.
You don't, do you?
I know what I need to know. I know the project can't happen unless you're there. I need to bring you in.
I don't have time for this.
Don't listen to this wussies.
I have to stop Tyler.
I'm here to help Tyler. I'm gonna stop you. You're coming with me.
The fuck I am.
So this is the moment where I guess they spoil the twist here, but it's not very clear. The spoiler, everyone knows this. Tyler and the protagonist are the same person. It's one guy with two personalities. One is like the badass anarchist, and one is like the sort of timid office worker guy. It's one dude. So now this is the final boss fight, or we're fighting quote unquote Jack. Who, that is correct because he has no name. Oh yeah, this one. He's really good about countering, so I have to just grapple his ass a lot. And I might still lose. We'll see. It is the final boss fight. Oh, yeah, not doing great. But again, I don't need too many. I just need a few good grapples. Oh, he got me. We switched places and that confused me. No way. If I recover from this, that's nuts. No, I did not. Oh. Delayed fall. And an awkward, voiceless taunt. And now I look sad, because I actually lost. Well, that's fine. This game, one good thing they do is they let you restart fights really quickly, so you can just get right back into it. Alright. No, not me. I was supposed to grapple you. There we go. Yeah, let's get a few of those in there. Oh. That looks nothing like Edward Norton, we should say. But I'm sure it's not meant to, right? Because they don't have the actors' rights, the likeness rights for either of the main characters, Brad Pitt or Edward Norton, so yeah, that is no surprise. Alright, let's break something. Let's break his neck. Baya. Boyo. Yeah, that's quite some contortion there. But there you go, we just beat up the main character of the movie. Or the main character of the story. In this game. I guess that's me, though. Generic guy.
Hold on, wait. You are jeopardizing the mission. I have to get to the...
God damn it, he's completely nuts! Tyler, shut the fuck up. You're insane. I will stop you.
No, I will stop you.
Suddenly they're wearing shirts again, by the way. Still barefoot. But they're wearing shirts again.
I think you're completely out of your fucking tree.
Stay back! Stay back!
Someone says it.
Take the gun from him. Go on, take it. I'll do it. I will do it.
He's too chicken shit. Come on, get him.
That was another Brad Pitt.
Hey, man.
Ism.
Tyler Durden. I've been watching you. Listen, don't pay any attention to that guy. I need some help. Get your ass to 1888 Franklin Street.
Jesus, no! Shut the fuck up!
Come on, pal. Come with me. Be a part of history.
Don't you fucking follow me.
There you go. And now we get one more fancy cutscene, and that's a wrap. And they're wearing shoes.
Or my right hand. You know what this is? Good. If for some reason the detonation fails, this is the fail-safe.
Does that happen in the... That must happen in the movie, where he gives the failsafe to a guy, some rando who walks off screen.
We got the special delivery into his hands. All the loose ends are tied up now.
Not part of the plan, sir.
No time for this shit.
That guy on the right is the guy from the intro, the virgin guy.
Sir, are you all right?
It looks worse than it is. Really.
Let me go, you assholes! Let me the fuck go! You can't
He
do
just
this
broke
to
his
me.
jaw, right? He shot himself
go.
right through the jawbone.
You fucking lunatic! What kind of sick fucking game are you playing now? Put me in the fucking bus! Oh my god! Your face!
I know. You guys go downstairs. Leave her with me. I'll meet you there in a couple minutes.
Like, his jaw should be hanging from his skull in tatters after something like that. In the movie, he shoots through his cheek, not through his jawbone like that. So that's a bit weird. And this is supposed to be
Stick to the game plan.
the character we were just playing as.
Stick
Doesn't really look like him. Maybe?
the game plan. Right. Project Mayhem is
2004 and they're blowing up buildings.
Tyler's going to show us how to get back to the base.
I guess that was far enough
and
out
weed
from
out all the
9/11
bullshit.
that it was okay again to blow things
Pulling
up
down
like this.
civilization. We will become individuals again. The rest of the world is gonna have to get ready. We're gonna wake them up too. Whether they want it or not. There's no fucking snooze bar on this wake-up call.
And of course that happens in the movie, right? Where they don't stop the bombs, so that all gets blown up again. And here we go, Genuine Games, the developers. Again, I will credit the artists. I think the artists did good work here in those environments and characters. But, yeah, the design and the technical side of things, not so great. And they didn't have enough money and time for the cutscenes, so those just make it look very, very unfinished. Vivendi, there you go, that's my company. And now we'll see some names that I actually know. Michael Pohl, Chris Miller, those are all familiar names. The writers. This game had writers. I guess they would, yeah, they had writers because there was a story mode. Yeah, all the marketing people, PR people, Glenn Gregory, Guy Welch, I remember all these people. Amy Chen, that was my boss. Hal Paris too, he was also my boss. And I was in marketing for a while. And then my QA leads, Jeff and Ayal, and you can see here how many testers we had. Again, split between day shift and night shift, because someone said, we have to ship this game by November, so throw a bunch of test people at it, and that'll be fine. It'll turn out great, I'm sure. Yeah, some more QA folks. TRG testers. I think they're the people who test for, like, Xbox and Sony requirements? I think. That's what I recall. But then there's a separate requirements group? I don't know. So yeah, Meatloaf, Holt McElhaney, Tom Gossam Jr., Michael Seamus Wiles. They are all original actors from the movie who reprise their roles, and everyone else here is just people who were brought in to be sound-alikes, I guess. Notice though, there's not really any movie people credited on this thing, as far as I know. Like at this point, I think we're down to like, yeah, the people who did all of those CG cutscenes, like the intro and the outro. Yeah, that's what this is. The people who worked on those, the good cutscenes. Yeah, that's a huge team. Those 2 cutscenes. I guess that's what it takes. You need a big team. They even did mocap. Holy moly. Arcade CG endings. Oh, interesting. There's an arcade mode that I'll check out shortly, but I was not aware that they have any kinds of endings for those arcade mode playthroughs. Huh, we can poke into that a little bit. Some licensed music, Dust Brothers, etc., etc. Oh, Limp Bizkit. Yeah, Limp Bizkit their music is in the game. You heard them early on. They're probably going to copyright strike me because I'm sure they would. Any such music always kicks that off. A whole lot of songs, sure. Tommy Tallarico always shows up in everything. I don't know how his group did it. GameSpy, I guess, is the online provider. That's how you connect it online, is through GameSpy. Like many games back in the day. And there you go. We unlocked character Fred, who we'll be able to check out in the arcade mode of the game. There you go. So, yeah, that was story mode. We unlocked Fred. Let me poke a theater real quick, see what's in here. Well, apparently nothing's in here, because I've unlocked no movies. That does not make sense to me, but whatever. So that's theater for you. Let's go into game modes, though. So yeah, we beat story mode. I will not be doing any of the Versus stuff, because it's just a little me here. That means that Network and Versus are not available. Training, we'll skip. That's probably just tutorial. Survival mode, we'll check that out a bit. But yeah, let's go into arcade mode. So there you go. So every character up to, let's see. So Bob, Angelface, Irvin, Mechanic, Ricky, Lou, Raymond. We fought all those characters. No, actually, we didn't fight Tyler, because Tyler does not exist at all. So we fought everyone from Jack to Raymond. Tyler is not in story mode because he couldn't be. And then Stern is also not in story mode. He's the detective character from the movie, who you think would have popped up in story mode, but did not. And finally, though, we have our old buddy Fred, aka Fred Durst, who apparently, according to like the internet, Limp Bizkit's music could only be featured in a game if they put in Fred Durst as a playable character. So apparently that was in their contract, and that's why he's here. Yeah, so yeah, let's play as Fred for a little bit. I don't know if I'll do a full playthrough as Fred, because I'm assuming you have to beat up every other character in arcade mode, which feels like a lot. With a messed up neck, holy moly. Again, awkward as heck because none of them have voices. I don't understand what happened there. Come on, Bob, take it easy. Well, if you insist, I'm just gonna overpower you with my this grapple move that can take up a whole lot of damage. Look at that. It's nuts. Stop. Bob. Bob, don't do it. There you go. Made me break your ribs. Again, what? What? I don't know. I feel like if you don't have voices for those taunt cutscenes, you just cut them. Because it's so much more awkward for them to silently do those moves, those animations, and not have no voice for it. It's weird. Fight Wolverine again. No! Come on, Irvin. Don't you know who I am? I'm Fred Durst. I'm trying to think of anything else I can remember from working on the game, but I told you everything. Again, the experience was going through move lists that were printed on paper and testing every move against every character in the game. Working on the night shift, that was a big part of it for me. Oh, he wasn't waking up. I thought he was going to stay down there, which sure felt like a real bad bug. And that's kind of it, in terms of memories. Which makes sense, given that was almost 20 years ago. This is it 19 years now? I think that's math. Anyway, a long time ago. So it would make sense that I would only have a couple of specific memories that stuck. Something else worth noting, though, is according to the internet, Wikipedia, there was a mobile game version of Fight Club. Based on this license, I was not involved. I have no idea what it was or how it plays, and I couldn't even find footage or pictures of it on the internet. So there was at least one more attempt to monetize Fight Club the game, and who knows how that did. I'm sure they did. I don't know. That was the final effort they did. Yeah, Fight Club the game just didn't do well for anyone. I'm sure it didn't do well financially. The developer didn't do well. They shut down after only 2 games. So, yeah. This might be noteworthy as an American effort to develop a fighting game, which I think was, especially in 2004, that would have been... Oh, come on, mechanic, what are you doing? Thank you. That would have been rare. A fighting game from an American studio in 2004. That might be another notable aspect of this game. It's just the fact that it exists at the time that it was made. Like, there could have been... Because, there were indie games, but not to the degree that we have them now, in 2023. So, there you go. That's maybe something else to note, is Old Genuine Games here was trying to make a fighting game when it was a scene otherwise just dominated by Japanese studios. Generic Ricky. You know what? I'm going to play all the way through arcade mode. I want to give it a shot. Also because there are more characters to unlock, and I think I get one if I beat arcade mode as Fred Durst, so if we can make it, we might unlock someone else. No. Oh, stop. Don't do it. Go away. Well, I forgot my own. Yeah, sometimes I forget what I'm supposed to be doing here, which is abusing that grapple. And now we can break something, unless they tap out. I wonder how they got all the tattoos for Fred Durst's body. Did he have to stand in front of a camera in a T-pose and have them like photograph all of his tattoos? Probably. I'm sure the artists would have been really annoyed, like, what? We can't just use the generic body type for Fred Durst? Because look, he has body hair, for example, and nobody else in this game has body hair. Oh, come on. So yeah, there's the martial artist type, and sure, Raymond can be a martial artist, whatever, but then you make him kind of a stereotypical Asian character with like the bowing and everything. Like, come on, man. You didn't have to do all that. Like, none of that comes through for Raymond in the movie, in the short scene that he has. You only see him getting punked, basically, by Tyler, and then he runs away and that's it. There we go. That's the grapple I like. I couldn't back away there. I wonder if, like I said, Limp Bizkit seemingly required people to put Fred Durst in their game to use their music. So I wonder if there's any other game out there with Fred Durst as a playable character. Maybe like a Tony Hawk? That feels like a thing that would have happened. They would have put him in a Tony Hawk game because they were putting everyone in those games. Spider-Man was in those games. Oh, you know what I'm just noticing about arcade mode is that the blood spatter is carrying forward. So I wonder if the damage carries through. Like if somebody breaks my arm, I might be without an arm to fight with. So hopefully no one does that to me. But I'll do it to them. Come on, bro, right here. Alright. I have no idea how many characters that is, or how many are left here in this arcade mode. Oh. And grab. Back away. Oh. Yeah, the countering. I have no idea how that is. Again, the manual does not tell you any of the advanced moves. For the countering, the bone breaker moves, none of that stuff's in the manual. So, even though I have access to the manual as a PDF, none of that's in there. And again, seemingly no one cared enough to document any of this in an organized way. Some people have answered certain questions, but like, there's no, again, there's nothing on Game FAQs that says, here's the move list, here's the advanced moves, etc. No one did that. I might have known how to all of that back in 2004, but I guess I didn't care enough to document it online. Yeah, Detective Stern, here we go. Finally shows up somewhere. This guy is in the movie as the detective trying to catch Tyler, you know, because he's committing crimes. But in this game, he's not even in the story. That, to me, that feels like such an oversight to me. To not have a fight. I'm sure he was meant to, actually. I'll just say that. I'm sure it was meant to be in the game, and they had to cut it for reasons. But it just feels like, yeah, there should have been a scene where the detective is like, hey, I heard about you and your club. I'm gonna arrest you and send you to jail. And the protagonist has to beat him up. Because I don't think in the movie he joins Fight Club. Or does he? Maybe he does. I don't recall. Let's break something. Snap. 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 The final agonizing scream. I just watched something where this happens. Like somebody's legs get broken as like a Master Gardener from Paul Schrader, directed by Paul Schrader. I just watched it. And there's a scene where the character wants to send a message, quote unquote, to somebody. He tells them, I won't kill you, but what I will do is take this gun and use it to break your legs. So he sits there and breaks their legs for him. Hey, old Italian, old mafia guy. Who, again, does get some fighting action in the movie. He gets to really beat up on Tyler, but Tyler lets him beat him up, so. Oof, okay, he's blocking a lot. Be careful with this one. Very agile for like a man who's probably in his 50s in the movie, maybe 60s. Not 60s, 50s. Certainly a gray-haired gentleman in the movie as well. There we go. No, not that. Except you did the bad grapple. Do the good grapple. All right, Lou. Dang, he's real quick. Oh, come on. Am I gonna lose this fight? Lou's the one who's gonna take me down, really. Well, we'll see. If I get... Eesh. Yeah, it's over. One more grapple, and I might have pulled it off. Ugh, look at that. Good blood splatter. I'll say that as well for the artists. Like they make a good blood decal for these characters' faces. There we go. Yeah, let's do 3 of those. That's 1. See, yeah, the counter. How are you doing that, man? There we go. Alright, that's 2. I just need 1 more, and he should be in the danger zone. Oh, no. Well, let's get some punching. It occurs to me, I don't think I've blocked it. There, I'll block now. Or not. I just need to end this, actually. I don't want to lose. Let's just break his ribs. Well, just know that. There's blocking in the game. You hold R1, and... Is it R1? On a PS1? Yeah, PS2 controller, yeah. It's R1. But you can do it. And it does work. When you remember to do it. But I don't like it. I've never liked having to hold a button to block, which is what you do in 3D fighting games. I don't know, I like Street Fighter blocking. You just hold back. You just stand back and block. When you have to hold the extra button, it just, I don't know. It's an extra layer I don't appreciate. This must be the final fight of arcade mode, right? What? Fred, what are you doing? Fred? Don't lose this for me, Fred. Everyone's watching us right now. Come on. Thank you. That's 1. 2 more. There we go. Sweet. Of course, you might be saying, like, you tested this game, why is it like this? And I would just say, like, well, you only have so much time to do things when you're developing a game, and I'm certain we ran out of time with this one. Like, it's very likely that anytime you see an issue, it was reported, and someone had to decide, like, oh, there's no time to fix that. No! I got. Oh. What can I do with a broken arm? I can probably only kick. Oh man, this is such a high tension end of the match here. And I'm dead. I should have been dead, but there it is. Alright, well, we're gonna find out now if those broken arms carry forward in arcade mode or not. Let's see. Fred is so sad, look at him. He lost the match. Alright, his arm's fine. We're all good. With his busted neck. How could you not fix that neck thing? Probably because they had to map Fred's model onto like a generic animation. Alright, Jack, for breaking my arm, I'm gonna have to break yours. Ooh, that was a good grapple. Also, yeah, I hadn't even noticed the fighting style that Fred has, but he's also a brawler. Exactly what I just played as. That might be something I should do, actually. Like, play as a martial artist and a grappler, just to get that into this video, real quick. Missed me completely. Which is great. I'm just noticing this environment was not in the story mode. We didn't fight. The final boss fight was in, on the street. Fred! Fred, do it! Oh, come on, Fred. I'm pretty sure this means I can't break anything of head. Can I try? No, no way. I can't do it. All I have is kicks. Whoa. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. This Jack character. Taking me out. Alright, let's speed this up. Move along. Ain't nobody got time for that. I've been goofing around. I should really be spamming the grapple. Maybe I have been trying that. There we go. Sweet. Oh, see, he countered that one. Sweet. That's 2. Actually, it's not causing as much damage. I think they might have tweaked this guy's health. We'll see, though. Again, I really just need to get him down to enough. There it is. Alright, sweet. Now we're going to break something. We said the arm, because he keeps breaking my arm. Boop, boop, boop. And I think that's... Oh, I was wrong. That's not it. I do think that's the final fight of arcade mode. Who? Oh no, Tyler. Tyler's going to be the final one. Yeah. I.e. the one character we haven't fought at all yet.
You get some punk giving you lip, you pick up the phone book, and you go to town on him. We'll take back the streets one punk at a time.
Well, in both the film and the video game, I played Detective Stern, who's pretty much a badass detective that's on the trail of these guys at Fight Club.
I came here expecting to arrest him, but then I heard what he was saying.
You are not your job. You are not the contents of your wallet.
Actually, it was somewhat better in the game because I had more dialogue and there was more character there. There was more flavor. I think in the movie, Stern had to really be a voice of sanity. In this version, he's more a 3D guy. He's more of a complete character. And but I loved playing in the film, and I have enjoyed equally as much playing in the game. Detective Stern lives.
Oh, so that's what arcade mode is for. Play it through as a character. I don't need to see credits again. Oh, there might have been special credit stuff. A new movie. And we unlocked Halo. So what does that mean? Let's see. Okay, so there you go. That's what arcade mode is for. Pick a character, play through. You unlock a thing. And in this case, I think because I played through as Fred, I unlocked Halo as well. Eventually we'll see him. That one guy who also has his original voice back in this thing. There you go. So I'm not going to play anymore, but that's arcade mode for you. I want to try survival. Let me see what you get if you play through in survival mode. If you beat the record in survival mode of 9 wins, you unlock Richard Chesler, aka the main character's boss, the jerk boss who doesn't fight at all in the thing. Doesn't even get beat up in the movie. So, but he's in this game as a playable character. I will give it one go. If I lose, it's over. But we'll see. Maybe I make it through. But also, interesting to see in that behind-the-scenes cutscene that there was some footage clearly developed for... Again, that's a bummer. They brought in the original actor. He was apparently enthused about voicing his character again. And whatever story this character might have had is out. He has no depth. This character has no story at all. Maybe if you play through as Stern, there's more story. Who knows? But I'm not gonna. We're gonna play survival mode now as a martial artist, so let's pick Tyler. Oh, you get to pick your setting for survival mode as well. What's a good setting? Ooh, Zen Garden. That's also not in story mode. Another bonus for... Again, I'm sure all of this is just they designed it for, and they just didn't have time to implement it anywhere. But it's here now. Nom. Alright, I have to get 9 wins. We'll see if I can do it. I have no idea. I was kind of relying on those grapples with the brawler. We'll see if I can do it with him. Back away. Alright, well, he's faster. The kicks are way better. That's definitely a martial artist thing I'm seeing right away. I really want to see what the grapples are like, so let's go ahead and grab him. If I can. Oh, you know what? I think survival mode carries forward your health. So I need to be careful, maybe. We'll see. I'm trying to grapple this guy. Alright, Lou. You're the first guy, so you're probably pretty easy to beat. Let's just let's win at least one match before I lose. Oh, that guy's face gets real bad when he gets hit and punched in the face. Oh, you see that combo? Oh, he got me. Broke my ribs. Well, I lost survival mode almost immediately. Oh, I'm really tempted to try it. Well, I'll switch to a grappler this time. Martial artist did not work out. There you go. So, according to this, 9 wins. So yeah, you just have to beat the number 1. You have to get 10 wins, and then you unlock Richard Chesler. But no, I'm not going to replay as Tyler. And then I'll just spoil it now. According to this, if you beat arcade mode with every character, you unlock Abe Lincoln. Because he's referenced in the movie when they're talking about like fantasy fights, like who would you want to fight from any point in history. One of them says Abe Lincoln. And one says Gandhi. You know, so that's why Abe Lincoln's in the game. Presumably he's the last unlockable character here. This is Chesler. But I'm not going to try to get either of those in this video. I will play as a grappler real quick. Well, Bob, obviously. What's a good Bob location? Subway. That's also not in story mode. Again, I'm positive these are all things that would have been there, much like that actor who got cut completely from having any story in this game. But they just ran out of time, and look at that corn poster in the background. Very distinct. And again, this is very notable to me because I just played that Mark Echo's Getting Up, and there's a lot of scenes in a subway. And it's just like this. It's just a gritty, grimy subway. Well, alright, so what does grapple mean? Does he have 360 moves, or what, like Zangief? What are we talking about here? I'm pretty sure it's like grapple and then hold a direction, and he pulls off some kind of... Oh, I might win this. Unintentionally. Yeah, he's got slow punches and kicks. Not great. I would love to grapple, if I could. Oh, that's not even grabbing. Okay, so... Ooh. Come on, Jack, I thought we were buddies. Gave up immediately. Alright, well at least now we can see what happens in survival mode if you move forward. Oh, they're showing both of them. That's different. I think. No, it's not. Only because it's Bob. I think that threw me off. I hadn't seen a Bob cutscene yet. Make him a sumo character? Sure, why not? Now we got frowny face, mafia guy. Yeah, look at that. Look at my health. That's what survival mode is all about. Ooh. That was such a weak grapple. That brawler grapple that I was doing is so much stronger than any of the stuff that I'm doing right now. So, yeah, I'm not going to continue. That was enough of survival mode, I think. And I think that might be just about it. Let's see if there's anything else to poke at before I wrap up the video. We've seen arcade mode, we saw story mode, we saw survival mode. We can look in theater, but now it's just going to be that one video we unlocked. See, there you go. So each character you play as in arcade mode will unlock one of these videos in here. So that's what that's about. Options. And yeah, I'll do one more racking of my brain to try to think of anything else notable from the development of the game. But yeah, there's just nothing else, man. It's just, it happened, and it was a weird night shift project, and those memories are all a blur of like kicking your feet up, testing a game in the middle of the night. And that's what happened. Is there anything notable in here? No, not really. All pretty standard settings. There Yeah, see, even here, they don't really tell you any of the advanced moves. They tell you how to tap out, if you need, which I don't quite understand what the tap out is for. Taunting, blocking, sure. Power, punches and kicks, alright, whatever. Credits we already watched, so... Yeah, I think that's it. That is Fight Club for PS2, a game that I worked on and I had some memories of, but not quite a whole lot. But that's going to be it for the video. Thanks for watching. I'm not sure what I'm going to be working on next because I'm in between projects. Well, maybe I might know what I'm working on next, but I won't talk about it yet. It'll show up at some point. But yeah, until the next thing, whatever it's going to be, that's it for now. And yeah, I'll see you.